Every time you tap Accept to install an app, you're signing a contract. All apps have long, fine print of terms and conditions, which is why no one reads them. For example, Instagram's terms are over 17,000 words, and also almost no one reads them. Well, until now. This is terms you never read. In this episode, we will uncover who really owns your content, what data Instagram collects, and how far their reach goes. Stay tuned. Hi. The first part with us in this episode is talking about content ownership, which is mentioned in Clause 4.3, permissions you give to us. Of course, this is one of the concerning aspects of using a social media platform, so let's not wait any longer and take a look. Now, let's start with the content ownership in clause number 4.3, permissions you give to us. Let's read this. We do not claim ownership of your content, but you grant us a license to use it. Nothing is changing about your rights in your content. We do not claim ownership of your content that you post on or through the service, and you are free to share your content with anyone else wherever you choose. However, we need certain legal permissions from you, known as a license, to provide the service. When you share, post, or upload content that is covered by intellectual property rights, such as photos or videos, on or in connection with our service, you hereby grant to us a non-exclusive, royalty-free, transferable, sublicensable, worldwide license to host, use, distribute, modify, run, copy, publicly perform, or display, translate, and create derivative works of your content, consistent with your privacy and application settings. This license will end when your content is deleted from our systems. You can delete content individually or all at once by deleting your account, which means you still own what you post. But by uploading, you grant Instagram a non-exclusive, royalty-free, worldwide license to use, copy, and share it. In short, your photo could appear anywhere and you won't see a dime. So, you're basically their unpaid content creator, and your account is a content pool. Now we come to another tricky part, which forms the core of how social media platforms operate: data collection. In this section, we'll explore what information is collected and what happens if the platform is unable to access certain information. Let's get started. Here we come to data collection. Let's see what we got here. On their page, they declare frankly in the clause, what information do we collect? The information that we collect and process about you depends on how you use our products. For example, we collect different information if you sell furniture on Marketplace than if you post a reel on Instagram. When you use our products, we collect some information about you, even if you don't have an account. Here's the information we collect: your activity and information that you provide, friends, followers, and other connections, app, browser, and device information, information from partners, vendors, and other third parties. What if you don't let us collect certain information? Some information is required for our products to work. Other information is optional, but without it, the quality of your experience might be affected. You can manage the sharing of information from here. Translation. They know who you are, where you go, and who you talk to. Yes, that's right, because as per Instagram, it doesn't just collect your photos, it collects your habits, your device data, contacts, location, and browsing history all flow into their system, and they share it with partners for advertising, but only with your permission. So if you agree anyway, please be careful about what you share on it. Now, with the logically expected, yes, you guessed right, sharing data across Meta platforms and their integrated partners. Let's read these highlights first. You can choose to share information on our products or with integrated partners. Remember to share only with people you trust. You might decide to use a product that integrates with one of ours, such as if you use Facebook login to log into a music service or a shopping site. If you do, that organization will ask you to receive some information about you, such as your email address or date of birth. The next part is about sharing on Meta products. Let's read this. Learn more about the different cases when your information can be shared on our products. People and accounts that you share and communicate with. Content that others share or reshare about you. Public content. Each one of the previous points must be read carefully to know what suits you and what doesn't, and how to control sharing content on your Meta accounts. If the previous 3 points are 10 degrees important, the next 3 points are 100 degrees important because they are talking about sharing content with integrated partners. They say, you can choose to connect with who use our products. If you do, these integrated partners receive information about you and your activity. These integrated partners can always access information that's public on our products. Learn more about other information they receive and how they handle your information. When you use an integrated partner's product or service, when you interact with someone else's content on an integrated partner's product or service, how integrated partners handle your information. I think this part is crystal clear. It has good things and interestingly suspicious things. So, to make this video real fruitful, please read each previous point and learn how to control your content sharing, if it really matters to you. Interesting. From what we've read, we understand that your Instagram data may flow across Meta's platform, Facebook, WhatsApp, and others, and that your data will also be shared with its integrated partners, which means one door, multiple windows. What they forgot to mention, or deliberately forgot, who exactly are these partners? Who guarantees what these partners might do with our data? Deserve to think about it, right? Okay, let's dive in an interesting clause, number 4.1. Who can use Instagram? We see a good introduction about providing the inclusivity and openness of Instagram community, at the same time of maintaining safety, security, and abiding the law. After this introduction, they list 4 restrictions. Let's read them. You must be at least 13 years old or the minimum legal age in your country to use Instagram. I wonder, is age of 13 really a safe age to be exposed to what we see on Instagram? Come on, not even age of 16 is a safe age, unless they categorize the content as per age, which is not the case here. Next, you must not be prohibited from receiving any aspect of our service under applicable laws or engaging in payments-related services if you are on an applicable denied party listing. So interesting. What kind of aspects of services provided by Instagram may some people be prohibited from? And what kind of payment-related services on Instagram that engaging in it may be prohibited? Please give an example for each case because this term seems a term of use in a gambling casino or adults platform. Next, we must not have previously disabled your account for violation of law or any of our policies. Okay, disabling for violating Instagram's policies is okay. I agree. But what I don't understand is violating a law. How would they know if someone has been convicted of a crime in their country? Is Instagram tied to judicial systems around the world? That doesn't make any sense, actually. I am afraid that Instagram put that term for a specific purpose, or maybe I'm paranoid. I wish I'm wrong. Next. You must not be a convicted sex offender. As mentioned previously about violating the law, how will Instagram's systems know the convicted sex offenders? Isn't a sex offense a crime, and only the judicial system can convict someone of it? How will Instagram's systems get the data of Mr. A's conviction of a sex offense? In brief, dear Instagram, you need a copy of the court order. Will you get one? Again, there's a purpose behind that term, or maybe my paranoia hits again. Okay, that was everything for part 1 of Instagram terms you never read. In the next episode, we'll uncover how Instagram can suspend or delete your account and keep your data after you're gone, and more of the terms you never read. Don't forget to check the reference links in the description. If you've learned something new, please press like, share, subscribe, and activate the bell to stay updated on new episodes. Please share in the comments the most shocking term you've heard today. I look forward to your comments and to seeing you in the next episode. Thanks for watching.